All right, welcome back. Office Max episode 2. And Christina, how are you doing? How was last week? The exercises, and most importantly, how are you doing today?
Yeah, so things are going good. I did your exercises in between from last week, but this week actually I work on a big corporate identity project. That means I focus all day long on the computer, and therefore my shoulder right now is quite tight.
Okay, so I think what we can do for you and everyone else is teach you how to prioritize your spine, which in return will put your shoulder in a better place, giving it a bit more integrity and structure, if you will. And by doing that, you will notice during your workday that your pain will either not come at all, it will get tired much later, and if that does happen, we have a fantastic stretch that will not only open that area and that tissue back up, but will help again put your shoulder, if you will, kind of back in the position that it needs to be so it can remain pain-free. All right, so Christina, you've been prepped with the stretch that we want you to do. She's lucky enough to have a standing desk. If you don't have one, it's not a problem. I would suggest standing up from your chair, or if that's not really allowed in your office space, then you can also do a lot of these and these stretches from sitting.
Yeah, okay, before we start actually, I do some stretches in between already when I feel that my shoulder get a bit too much forward or my neck gets a bit tight. So I do, for example, I do this one to open my chest a bit already. I do something like this where I stretch my neck here, and I also, in between, I do this one on the back.
You know, that's actually fantastic, especially that last one, because it's teaching you a little bit of your shoulder blade mobility, if you will. And you know, as John Mayer once said, your body is a wonderland, and that's very true. The only problem is you were never given an owner's manual on how to use it. So in German, they have a word called Ausbildung, and it's basically education. And that is what we need to give you and all of you guys within your body, so you can understand through these small movements what's going on and begin to understand the small muscles that are really controlling you and keeping you pain-free.
Yeah.
All right, so Christina, what I'm gonna have you do now is go ahead and put your arm behind your back in this position. And what we can do here is we've got a few different options. Christina can use her hand and kind of push the arm a little bit higher. She can kind of rotate her wrist here a little bit to kind of get that shoulder, to get that arm, if you will, to turn in the shoulder joints. And how does that feel? Where do you feel this stretch?
Yeah, so it's really painful in there, this area. And what I already realized when I do that stretch, I cannot go that far. But this side, the right side, is, if you compare it, I can go far like this, yeah. So I really feel the difference between my basically good and bad shoulder.
Yeah, but that's really interesting that you say that, because a test that you guys can do with yourselves is, Christine, your dominant is left,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And her left shoulder is worse. But if we know that our shoulder is a major component of our body, and as we like to say, an engine, and yet you're left-handed, and your range of motion, your flexibility on your left side is worse, you're using it more.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where your pain is. So I think it's quite ironic that a lot of times our dominant shoulder, the one that we need, the engine that we use the most, actually has the worst mobility. So for me, this is actually quite dangerous, I think. And what I would suggest you guys to do at home is, if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, you guys know it, put your arm behind your back, take a look, see what the range of motion is, but also which one hurts more. Because you said your left one hurts more, right?
Yeah, much more. Definitely.
Okay. And your right one feels more like a stretch.
Yeah, it's totally okay.
Okay,
yeah.
So what I would suggest is you guys find out your good and your bad one. And Christine, what I would suggest is you hold that stretch for about 45 seconds to maybe a minute, and really try to breathe from the diaphragm so your body and your nervous system can relax, and try to focus, one, on the area relaxing and kind of releasing, but also where you feel the pain. Because as you continue to do this, we want to make sure day by day that the area that's a bit painful starts to get a bit better, not worse. Or if you get frustrated because you think it's not getting any better, if you really pay attention to where the stretch is happening, what you guys might notice is that the stretch happens in a different place the next day.
Yeah, so I already feel that it gets higher.
Yeah, it actually
gets a bit higher
looks in a good position right now. And if you guys can notice at home that before, at the beginning, her elbow was pulled a little bit out, so really in an unnatural position. But as that rotation comes back in that shoulder, that capsule begins to open up. You see that elbow falls more in line with her spine. So yeah, that's fantastic, and it already looks better.
Yeah.
So again, guys, you can do this on your own. You don't need the medicine. You don't need the doctor's referral. You just need to take some time and really just believe in yourself. Stay positive. Don't get frustrated, and do the stretch daily. All right, so Christine, I would suggest that you do this stretch as many times during the day as you actually can. One of the things we have noticed is that when your nervous system works with you, anything is possible.
Okay.
But if it's working against you, yeah, nothing is possible. So by doing this more throughout the day, your nervous system starts to learn what the correct position is, and then instead of fighting you and being painful, it starts to release that tightness, and you will realize that your range of motion, as we saw in the stretch before, gets much better, much faster.
Okay, good.
All right, guys, Office Max episode 2. Thank you so much. If you guys want these weekly in your inbox, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell up top. By you subscribing and commenting, more people see these videos, and we are able to help more people get out of pain. Make sure also to check out the Instagram page, because we do these too, but under 60 seconds. So they're much quicker, they're much faster, but still effective. And guys, check out gtsgermany.com, sign up for the free lifestyle program, which is actually on Instagram too, and check out the new course that I will be launching in January called Peak Performance, where we go through mobility, lifestyle, nutrition, sleep, everything under the sun to get you guys back efficient, working, enjoying life, and just being awesome.
Sounds perfect.
And to embarrass her quickly, guys, Mahmoud-design.de. So the website's in German, no big deal. She speaks English, wonderful accent. Check it out, sign up for her business Erfolg. See, you guys are learning more German as we go along here. Check it out, it's fantastic. What she will do is she will take a look at your website, your business, what's going on, and really make you understand what you can do to really make it explode. She did it for me. You guys have seen my website. If not, go visit it now. It's amazing. And to say I'm grateful is an understatement. So check it out, support us, and until next week,